And then I've been watching 90 Day Fiancé. Every few years, I kind of come out of a coffin and I go like, I got to catch up. Because I'm not following it season to season the way I do like Love is Blind, where I'm like, the new one's out, let's go. But 90 Day Fiancé, the K1 visa, these people moving across the world would have 90 days to decide if they're going to marry someone. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
I don't even understand it.
So this season, I was watching season 9. There is a gorgeous, very surged trans girl named Nikki, and she's dating a guy. He's from Moldova.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And he's a personal trainer, and they're so hot for each other, but obviously they're very open about some of the physical incompatibilities they have, because I think he has kind of like some mental blocks about her body.
Okay.
So he's like, I think has feelings for her and affectionate toward her, but has a hard time like going down on her. I feel weird whispering it because she talks about it on the show.
Okay. That's fine. You don't
and
have to
that's
whisper
like,
about it.
that's complicated because we're dealing with a language barrier and sort of like this transamorous sort of push and pull of like.
Does he know that?
He knows.
And that's a.
He knows, and
He's so strange.
Well, this is what
People are so weird.
This is what was interesting. On camera, he's fine doing huggy, kissy, emotional intimacy, but then they talk about having some barriers in the bedroom, which in my peripheral experience, the men usually have blocks with the emotional stuff, but they want to all the time.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
So like, It's interesting because I think he obviously has feelings for her in the series, but has kind of his own blocks about her, being trans.
Then you add to the mix, like the third layer of like, this is filmed on television.
It's filmed on television,
Like,
which is weird because there's cameras around and it shows them in bed cuddling, kissing, but I guess he has a hard time with, that just seems so like, having emotional intimacy on camera is so much deeper than sex. To me,
I don't trust anybody who's on TV.
Right.
Well,
and that's an element that I like about 90 Day Fiancé too. It's like a lot of these people come from other countries. They maybe are in love and they do want to move to the United States, but they're also an influencer.
Yeah.
So they are, a lot of them, wanting to be famous in some way. And then I love when they do this on Love is Blind too, where they're like, well, are you in it for the right reasons? It's like, what is the right reasons? You're all selling, Halo Bear hair vitamins or whatever.
Sugar Bear hair
vitamins. So what is the right reason? You're all in the Crest ad. You're all in the T-Mobile ad. What do you mean? What is the right reason? It's Mint Mobile. So like, what is the reason?
What is the reason?
What
is the reason for the season? Is it Mint Mobile or is it Crest White Strips?
But then there's this guy from Kentucky and his gal comes from, I believe, Panama. So I might not remember it, but he's living in a studio apartment with dogs and guinea pigs. And his mom.
No, guinea pig. His mom's a
guinea pig. His mom is. So this is the thing. I've lived at all different, I've lived in studio apartments. I've lived very, paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
His mom lives in his closet on a mattress on the floor.
Okay.
And so my thought was,
okie dokie.
which by the way, like I've shared beds with my siblings. I've had 4 kids to a room. I've done that. But I was a kid and I wasn't filming. My thing was, wow, to bring cameras into your home.
And your mom is a
he was like, would you like to meet my mom? And like opens the door and she's in there on the floor on a mattress on a tablet. Like, and of course I'm like, wow. Then this is the real drama of the season with them. The real drama was his sister is like, you know what? I don't really know her. She doesn't speak English, but I'm just going to get her drunk because that's truth serum. Drunk words are sober thoughts. So then she gets drunk with the girl and she's like, and they're using Google Translate, of course, on camera. So because she doesn't speak English. And English I've heard is very difficult to learn, right? Of course.
Especially if you're in a closet on the floor.
Besides that, you get your Duolingo, you lay back on the floor.
Yep.
And, I just
in the closet on the floor.
So then they get drunk and the sister's like, it's our bachelorette party. And imagine me a bachelorette party in a room full of people you don't know and can't speak to because you don't know English. And so you're just in your veil and your penis necklace, just like, well, the camera's around. And the sister's like, so I know you think that he tells you that he's going to kick my mom out, but I'm going to tell you right now, those 2 people are always going to live together. She's always going to be in your life. So you better get used to it.
She's always going to be in the closet on the floor, ho.
The sister's like, she's never moving out. He's lying to you. He's never going to cut the umbilical cord.
That's his lover.
Basically snitching on her, being like, you're about to marry Miss Mama's boy.
Miss Mama on the floor.
Yeah.
Miss Swamp Thing in the closet.
Which I have issue with mama's boy as a concept because when someone's a daddy's girl, we don't care. But when someone likes their mom, we hate that. I don't know. Liking your mom is not the worst fucking thing somebody's ever done. Okay.
No.
But I don't say that from experience because Val.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. And it was just a very tumultuous season. So then ultimately the sister orders a stripper for the bachelorette party. And the husband is, you guessed it, pissed.
Plucked.
The men love to get the stripper, but if the girl gets a stripper, the men lose their minds.
You get out of here. So what did the stripper do a little lap dance in the closet?
No,
did they go into the closet?
The closet wasn't involved. It was in one of those like party vans. Those like party vans.
Worse.
And then there's Ashley, who meets a guy whose name is Manuel. Ashley's a witch.
She's a witch.
She's a witch. So she's literally at the reunion saging, people being like, Manuel, stop it. God. It's really
These
crazy.
people on mentallyill.com.
Well,
mentalillness.com.
I think they're looking for love. And I think sometimes some of these people, I'm like, I understand like, oh, I live in California and he lives in Seattle and we make it work. It's maybe direct flights. It's international travel relationship. I just am like,
I'm on the floor.
A lot of them either meet online or one of them's on vacation or study abroad and they meet while they're abroad.
Okay.
Like Nikki and her boyfriend, Igor.
Okay.
I'm personal trainer. Nikki, she worked. And of course in Moldova, he's like, you dress too much. So he tries to take her to buy her like white linen poplin shirts and like jeans. And she's in like a neon bikini with a faux ponytail. Like, I'm not wearing that. It's so awesome.
It's so weird. Listen, if anybody's out there thinking like, oh my God, the love of my life is there's only one of her and she's in Moldova. I have some news for you.
Do you know anything about Moldova?
Nothing, not one damn thing.
I think they speak Russian.
They used to.
Oh, okay.
It used to be like part of the Soviet Union.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure they probably still do. But I gotta tell you that there's probably five women in this town for you.
Well, that's
in this
the
very
thing.
town
I'm like,
that you live in with your mama on the floor in the closet.
That's the thing.
There's probably 15 on your street.
Yeah. It's a lot of
mama's on the floor in the closet.
Mama's on the floor in the closet, misbehaving. Okay. So I've seen most seasons 1 through 9, and it's just really wow. Do you know about Muhammad?
You probably told me about
Danielle and Muhammad in the beginning of the series. Muhammad is like, I'll just play the audio.
Okay.
I'll just play the audio.
Play me the audio.
Where's the phone?
Have you guys ever kissed before that?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Were you intimate before that?
Yes.
You have. Okay, so you've kind of consummated the relationship, really. Was there any intimacy after the wedding at all?
After the wedding?
Yes.
There was, but we started facing a problem.
Mama on the floor?
Mind you,
oh.
Danielle's probably maybe Val's age.
Okay.
And Muhammad is maybe 25.
What was the problem?
I don't want to say, like, this is very private. Instead of taking care of that problem, she was, like, fighting with me over it. This is something that no man in the world can accept that. And then...
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm riveted, though.
You know it's stinky pussy. You know you're acting. Come on.
And she was, like, sitting on the floor, crying, screaming in front of her teenagers, I want my sex tonight. If you don't give me my sex tonight, I will call the immigration. I will get you deported.
Wow. Danielle.
I want my sex tonight.
They have a very difficult relationship. And when they do finally get married, he dips to Miami the next day.
Oh,
it's tough.
So they're just looking for visas and passports.
Not always. Some of them are truly in love and are married and like have kids now. And some of them you're like, wow, this feels underhanded. This feels like you're,
What network is behind all this?
Of course, you know it's
TLC.
You know it's TLC. You know it's TLC.
TLC. You get out of here.
It's TLC.
Can you tell us what he's talking about?
He has told people that I smell and I peed on him.
Okay.
This is
TLC
like someone's
is
mom.
going to jail.
This is someone's
TLC, look to your left,
this is
look
like
to your right,
and this is
100%
like
of you
10
are going
years
to
ago.
jail.